How's it going, YouTube? We've got some good news for you all. Like I mentioned, it is major week, which means that we've got RLCS in Copenhagen coming up here real soon. Got our 16 teams that are going to be competing for everything. But before announcing that, they ended up talking about something else, and it is the details for the second major. We actually know ahead of time where we're going to be going when it comes to the second major for the RLCS season. And we're going back to a place that is quite historic, a place that we've been to numerous times in the past. If you guys haven't seen the announcement just yet, we are headed back to the Copper Box Arena in London for the third time. Couple things about this that, one, I'm confused about, and two, some complications. Number one, they changed the dates. For those that don't know, this wasn't actually supposed to originally be on June 20th to the 23rd. They did end up changing those dates from the original posting, which they put that out in their initial blog post. They said, hey, dates were subject to change, and that's just for booking the arena. That's nothing new. So for the third time, we're going back to Copper Box. If you guys aren't familiar with Copper Box history, season 5, obviously Justin hit the shot. We saw what is arguably one of the best crowds ever in RLCS history, and was kind of the origin story of Team 104 and getting the crowd to sing and chant and all that kind of stuff. And it has never been recreated to that degree. It just hasn't. A lot of people really liked London. The second time we went there's some dope moments with Moist and everything else. But overall, London and Copper Box has always been a really good arena because the size of it is almost impossible not to have like hype around it. Copper Box in general, like seating wise, it's only like 5,000 to 6,000 tops. Lower bowls like 2 to 3.5, something like that. And it's an arena, which means you're in the middle. All the sound kind of reflects at you. And if you can get people to sing and chant and do that stuff, usually the EU hooligans come out. It's a good time. So Copper Box has always done pretty well. They do have an additional detail. I do like the graphic and the visuals to it. I think it looks pretty sweet. But it is going to be 5 days, or technically 4 days, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah, another 4-day event. Expect everything you guys know about Copenhagen to be copy-paste. It's the exact same thing. First 2 days, the Swiss. Day 3 and in person is going to be your quarterfinals. And then the 4th day is going to be your semis and your grand finals. I assume they are literally taking the exact same thing and copying and pasting. That level of consistency, it provides an expectation. It makes it really easy for them to recreate. The difference, though, and we'll reflect on this after when we get back from Copenhagen, is what kind of things can they level up or improve upon when they go from major to major? Because that's my expectation. And I know a lot of people are like, yeah, you're kind of crazy for setting expectations or hoping for expectations to be met. But I'm fully and wholeheartedly believing that Copenhagen's going to be pretty lackluster in the grand scheme of things because they had to do it last second. And then hopefully for London, they level it up a bit and showcase what they're fully capable of. But it's $255,000 prize pool. Nothing new there. You're going to see 16 teams, same exact allocation, all that kind of stuff. 2 days not in person, 2 days in person. Pretty straightforward. They have signups and everything officially announced. You can sign up for qualifier 4, 5, and 6. Try to make your top 32s, all that kind of stuff. And then they've got some frequently asked questions about ticket sales and everything else. How much they're going to cost? Pretty much on average is anywhere from like 70 to 80 euros because of the fees that are on top of it. Then they'll post more specifically about it, assigned seating, all that stuff. The weird thing to me, and I know a lot of people have probably had the same sentiment, is the majors this week. Like, we're going to be in Copenhagen this weekend. Why didn't they just announce it at the start of the broadcast on Thursday? Like, they could have put this in the pre-show. Like, I assume Dazzard and those guys are going to do some sort of, like, first touch type show an hour before the broadcast goes live. Why didn't they just do it then? It's kind of weird that they didn't. So, very odd. But I'm also okay with, like, hey, give you guys as much time as possible. Which, that's something I'm also going to be paying attention to in Copenhagen. Is I'm very interested to see on what the turnout is. Especially for international people like myself that are coming from the States or elsewhere. If London's going to have a better turnout because of more time and stuff like that. And there is a direct correlation to be like, hey, we gave you guys plenty of months to figure this out. There's someone in my chat who literally has RLCS in their name. Speaking of which, Curry, who's going to the PGL major because, yes, they're the same time, same place, but one was announced months in advance. So, like, hopefully this helps people out. Hopefully it helps attendance and stuff. But I'm very interested to do some comparisons throughout the year. But either way, we've got London. London for the third time. RLCS history is going to be coming back for the second major, which will be in the end of June. So if you guys have any additional questions, comments, concerns, I'll keep you guys up to date. Make sure you guys hit like, subscribe, notifications, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.